Hey guys, it's Sunday. I'm still. The phone thing is so aggravating to me. Like, what day did I request that they unlock the phones? On Wednesday, I think it was. And today's Sunday, and I still haven't received an email with the unlock codes. I had tried yesterday to do the online chat with Xfinity and asked them, like, what's going on? How come I haven't received a code yet? And the person, like, they initially answered me and then nothing, and then their chat didn't work. So I just tried again, and this person, it's a different person every time. I don't know why you can't ever get the same person that you just talked to, but I just tried again, and they gave me two numbers for each of the phones, two unlock codes, and neither of them work. They say they're incorrect. And I should have stayed on the friggin' chat with them while I tried to do mine. And so now I'm like, screw this. I just did one of those websites where you can buy an unlock code for your phone. So I just did it for mine. And if this works, then I'll do it for Steven's too. But like, Xfinity, we haven't had any problems with them since we got our phones. But like, their customer service, this is the first time I've ever had to go through their customer service for help with something. And they freaking suck. So once they get unlocked, because I refuse to have to buy new phones just because we're switching to T-Mobile. Like, there's nothing wrong with the phones that we have. They're both Samsung Galaxy S9 Pluses, and like, there's nothing wrong with them. So I don't want to have to buy new phones and be paying on new phones when we don't need to. I thought this was going to be an easier process than this. And like, if this doesn't work, we're just going to go to T-Mobile and be like, can you fix this problem for us? Because I've already bought a friggin' T-Mobile account. Like, I have a plan for T-Mobile, and now I'm still on Xfinity, so I don't want to have to pay 2 phone bills next month. Oh my god, this is so annoying. This is just like the first of many annoyances, I feel like, with having to move. But yeah, they're doing the inspection today on the house, so I'm super nervous. We're not going to hear anything until tomorrow. The guy said if he does it Sunday, we'll hear from him Monday. So I don't know at what time tomorrow or whatever, but I'm just nervous. The real estate agent seemed like optimistic about it, and that like it wasn't going to have any big issues during the inspection. The other house, on the other hand, that one that was our number one choice, he was like, there's no way it's going to easily pass inspection because it needs too much done to it. The whole electrical had to be updated, and that was something that the owner didn't want to do, because that was the one where like the people had just inherited it from a family member, and they didn't want it because they don't even live in the state. They live in Michigan or something like that. I don't remember what he said, but they basically want nothing to do with it. They're just trying to get rid of the house, and it's going to be something that like a contractor or someone who wants to flip it is going to buy, because otherwise it's not going to pass inspection for the regular home buyer, unless you have a ton of money that you want to put into it to have everything updated and stuff, and we do not have that. So who knows. I'm just like, I hate waiting for stuff like this because it's so nerve-wracking. This is like when we were waiting to find out if we got approved for a mortgage in the first place, and we're like, I just hate waiting. But I just figured I'd come on and vent about that because I'm so aggravated about these phones. Like, I have the T-Mobile SIM card sitting here, and I'm praying I don't lose them or knock them over behind something, and I'm like, oh crap, what did I do with it? So these little tiny things. But I have some videos I need to film this week that I really don't feel like doing today. I need to touch up my hair and dye it. I don't feel like doing that either because it's so cold. I hate dyeing my hair when it's freezing, because then you gotta sit around with it wet on your head for like 30 minutes or however long it's supposed to sit there. I just want to do it and get it done. I wanted to do it before Christmas, but still have not done it. And I'm gonna take down the Christmas tree this week. I might just wait till after New Year's Eve to do it. I'll do it on New Year's Day. I just want to get it all packed away, because once that's packed, then I don't have to worry about it. It's going to be in boxes, and I have to start on the basement, which I still haven't started yet. I want to start in the laundry room and then go into our room and just slowly put everything in boxes. But Steven got me one of these. It does not look as pretty as it does on the Dunkin' Donuts website. I don't know why he got me a large, because I can barely drink a small coffee because I'm not a huge coffee person. But this is the sugar plum, what the hell is it called? Sugar plum iced macchiato with almond milk. We get almond milk because I'm not like a big fan of regular milk. But this one is pretty good. The first time that I got it, they put way too much sugar in it, but it's got like a berry flavor to it, like iced coffee with a hint of berry in there. First time I got it, I didn't like it, and then he got it for me again this morning, and it's a lot better. But like on the website, it's like this lavender pretty color, and in real life, it's just like a purple that mixes with the brown. Aiden wanted Dunkin' Donuts this morning because he wanted munchkins. He likes munchkins, but his favorite thing is just plain glazed donuts. But I'm sitting here catching up on orders. There's not that many to do, and then I'm gonna announce my sale. Probably for New Year's Eve. I haven't decided what day I'm going to do it yet. I've been going through all my stuff, making sure I have enough of everything. I'm going to have to order more sleeves for my eyeshadows and more eyeshadow pans, but after that I should be all set. My hair is such a mess. Even when I put it up, it's just messy because I missed the color. I'm already back to missing my bright color, but I'm not going to mess with that probably till summertime because I just don't want to deal with it right now. Yeah. Oh, and then I have stuff I have to make for a subscription box. After that, I will be free to start getting ready for my sale. So that's about it for now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Finally dyed my hair and did my roots. Hopefully my scalp isn't too stained. I dyed it last night and it was all stained and I had a weird hairline like I usually do. And then I just washed it like a couple hours ago, so hopefully I got most of the staining off. What is today? Today's Monday. I'm gonna be so off all week because Aiden doesn't have school and be confused on what day it is because it still feels like the weekend. I'm watching a podcast right now, so I had to pause it so I don't miss it. I keep finding new podcasts that I like to watch, and then, like, I literally have at least one for every day of the week now because, like, they always release them on a certain day of the week. This one is, if you watch Impractical Jokers, Sal has, he has, like, a network called No Press Network, and he does one podcast with the comedian Chris DiStefano called Hey Babe. That one's really funny. That one comes out on Fridays, I think. And then he does another one with, what is this guy's name? Joe DeRosa. I think he's a comedian too. I didn't know who he was before I started watching this one. This one's called Taste Buds, and they literally just pick two foods every week and they argue about them. Like, one of them will be all for one, like this week it's Chipwich versus traditional ice cream sandwich, and it sounds like such a stupid thing for a podcast, but they're so friggin' funny. So if you like that sense of humor, I definitely recommend that podcast. We got the house inspection yesterday, actually. I was really surprised that it was so fast because the guy said he was doing it on Sunday and that we would hear from him on Monday, but he sent it to us yesterday afternoon. I think he did it at like 9 a.m. And I was like, whoa, we already got it? So, there's nothing major. We were like, I was sitting here slowly scrolling through it, like so paranoid that something was going to be wrong, and it's minor stuff. It's like a damaged piece of vinyl siding. That's easily fixable. There's no sump pump in the sump pump hole, which is just buy a sump pump. And then, what was the other thing? There's a couple like wall outlets that need to be replaced, which is no big deal at all. And he recommended that the seller gets the heating system cleaned before closing. That is something that's a good idea anyway. Like, I don't know when the last time this, what is it called, an HVAC system? Is every heating system called an HVAC system? I know nothing about that stuff, but it's like forced air. So there's ducts running all throughout the house, just like in this house. And I could not tell you when the last time this one was cleaned, because it certainly has never been done while I've been living here. And I've lived here for 7 years now. Yeah, a little over 7 years. So who knows when the last time these people had it done was. So it's just a good idea all around to have it cleaned. So that's really good news. I'm just, so we forwarded the report to the real estate agent and to the mortgage people. And what are you doing? Sit down, okay? I'm standing on the kitchen chair. I don't need him falling. And then we heard back from the real estate agent, and he was like, does everything look okay to you? And blah, blah, blah. And we were like, yeah, we'd just really like them to do the cleaning the heating system before we close and everything. And now we're just waiting to hear on the mortgage guy. And like, I have all this excitement and like stress and everything going on from this, and then last night my brother stressed me out even more. And like, I don't want to talk about it too much. Like, I've mentioned before how he has this crazy ex-girlfriend who will not leave him alone, and she's like hit him in the past and stuff. She's been harassing him lately, and like, he moved. I told you guys he finally got his own apartment, and they have so many friggin' mutual friends that she found out from one of them where he lives. So she keeps showing up at his apartment with, she can't drive right now because her car is broken or whatever, so she keeps showing up with these junkie guys, bringing her to his apartment, demanding money from him and stuff, because she's a junkie and she's trying to get money out of him left and right. She already lied months ago and tried to tell him that she was pregnant and that it was his kid. And I was like, do not believe that and do not listen to her, because she's lying. So like months and months go by, she's got no friggin' bump. She's not pregnant, she's fucking lying about it. It's just my point of trying to drill it into my brother's head that he needs to get a restraining order against her, because I can't do this for him. So last night he called me all upset after it happened because she showed up with some guy. He wasn't going to let her into the apartment, but and I told him he shouldn't have anyway. He should have just let her freak out and call the cops, and then they would have seen that she was a friggin' nutcase. But I'm getting all worked up again over it now. She was threatening that if he didn't come down that she was going to smash his car windows in, and I'm like, you should have just let her do it. Someone would have seen that and called the cops. You could have called the cops, and you have car insurance, so like, let her do it. But he went down there anyway, and he let her in, and then she started friggin' hitting him, and she broke his glasses and gave him a black eye, and he doesn't want to put his hands on her or call the cops or anything, because she's one of those girls that, if you call the cops on me, I'm going to tell them you raped me. She uses that against him all the time, and he's all scared of that, because he's like 6 feet tall, and she's like a little 4-foot piece of shit. So, I'm just like, please stop being scared of her. Let her tell the cops that you raped her. Nobody has any proof of that. I'm like at my wit's end with it, like to the point where I would love to throttle this bitch. And so last night I was trying to get him to call the cops and everything and file a police report, and after that I had her phone number because he's been sending me screenshots of all the crazy, batshit crazy things she's been saying to him So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna friggin' text her. So I used a one of those apps that gives you a random phone number, so she doesn't have my actual phone number. And I was like, I can't read it to you because I'm using my phone to record right now, but it was like, I saw my brother's eye. This shit is gonna end now. I'll have you know I filed a police report against you, and I've started the, how did I word it? Started the process of having him get a restraining order against you, so it would be in your best interest to stop harassing him unless you want legal trouble. And then she never answered me, so a little while later I was like, what's the matter? You don't want to talk to me? And then she still never answered me, so I hope I scared the shit out of her, because I think she knows if I'm getting involved now, she can't play that shit with me. Like, she can't, if I'm ever in the same room with her. I've never even met her in person, because I had a bad feeling about her in the first place. I didn't want them coming here, and I never wanted to meet her. So, I think she knows that if I'm involved, she can't, like, hit me or something and then go run into the cops telling them I raped her. She likes to use that against him every friggin' time. I'm so sick of it now that I told him, if she ever tries to say she's coming over again, you let me know. And I'm gonna call the damn cops so that they're there waiting for her when she shows up. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous now. Oh, and I didn't even tell you that, like, when she was in his apartment, she took his wallet and took all his goddamn money. So, I don't know. She never replied to me, and she never said anything back to him, so maybe she took that money and OD'd. We can only hope. I know that sounds like a horrible thing to say, but the piece of trash, freaking scum of the earth person, I have no remorse for people like that. So freaking aggravated. So, like, I got so upset last night that I couldn't fall asleep, and then I woke up and I was throwing up. I was just so stressed out. Like, I was like, Brad, you can't do this to me right now. We're stressed out enough from going through this whole buying a house process. I just can't. I know it's not something that I should be getting that upset over, but, like, it's my brother, and he's never got involved with someone like this before. Like, it's unbelievable that, like, he's finally out on his own and stuff and got himself together and got an apartment and everything, and now this bitch is trying to ruin his life. So anyway, I just thought I would vent about that, because I don't know what else to do other than get myself involved now, because I'm sick of her shit, and I'm sick of the way she's treating him, and just bringing these random dudes over because she freaking... The guy that brought her was just like the getaway driver. He didn't go in the apartment with her or anything. He was just in the car. I keep telling my brother, I'm like, you gotta get the license plate of the car that she's in. I don't care if it's her car or not. I wish I didn't live like 30 minutes away from him, because I would have tried to go there, but he didn't call me when it was happening. He called me after. I don't know. I'm just emotionally spent from that episode. It was like I talked to him today, and she hasn't tried to contact him at all, and he just changed his phone number. So I was like, do not give her the new phone number. Don't let anybody you know give her the phone number. Don't even talk to those people anymore, because they're clearly giving her your information, and that's not right. She's a friggin' batshit crazy lunatic. Like, it's already bad enough that she knows where he lives, but, like, he's in an apartment. There's like 6 apartments there in that building, and obviously you can't just walk in. You have to be buzzed up to get in. So I'm like, don't let her in the apartment. Let her freak out. Let neighbors see that. Like, if you and someone else call the cops, that's even better, because it's showing how batshit crazy she's being. But anyway, everything's okay for now. But I just figured I'd vent about that. But I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. It is 6:30 at night on Wednesday. Today's Wednesday night. And when I tell you I have just been on a absolute roller coaster of emotions for the past hour or so, I cannot. Oh my gosh. So Steven got a message from our real estate agent, and it was like, The mortgage broker said that you guys withdrew from the loan. What's going on? Are you not moving forward with the house? And we were like, what? Like, what? Nobody ever said that. So, he was like, hold on, I'm going to try and get a hold of the mortgage guy. Steven told this to the real estate agent, and he was like, okay, keep me updated. So he's trying to call him, trying to get in touch with him. This is the problem with this guy, is we haven't been able to get in touch with him for like the past 4 or 5 days. Like, I sent him the copy of the inspection report on Monday, and I never heard back from him. So, like, the girl he talked to was like, all I can see in your file is that it says that the customer wasn't interested and withdrew from the loan. And he's like, we never, like, we're packing. Don't do this to us right now. So she was like, I gotta put you in touch with him, our mortgage broker. And no one could get a hold of him. So we're like, fuck. Steven left him a voicemail. And then, like, maybe 8 minutes later, Steven got a call from him, finally. This is the first time we've talked to him since, like, friggin' last Wednesday, I think. And he was like, I'm in a meeting right now, but I just want to tell you it's an error on my part. Don't worry about it. Like, well, I already fucking worried about it because I was over here crying, thinking, like, what the hell happened? We didn't get approved for this now all of a sudden? And I have such a headache now because, like, I already have my period to begin with, and I always have a headache now when I get my period. And this just made it worse because I was crying, and then I was freaking out, and then all of a sudden I was happy again, and it was just like, oh my god. This is such a freaking... I will be so happy when this is over with. I don't ever want to have to buy a house again, I'll tell you that right now. This is a freaking... Hasn't been a super great experience so far because it's very, very stressful. I was not expecting it to be... Like, I know buying a house is stressful, but I was not expecting to have these kind of friggin' hiccups. Our liquor store delivers for free. Like, I don't know if this is just a promotion they got going on because of the pandemic and everything, and they want more business, so they're, like, delivering to people's houses that live in our town for free. But I ordered a whole bunch of I got 2 bottles of champagne because that's all I really like if I drink, and I got it for New Year's Eve. And then I got some, like, little nips that I never end up drinking. Steven usually drinks them. And I got him some beer, but I was like, I'm gonna have to pop one of those champagne bottles tonight because I need it after this. Holy crap. Was not expecting that to go from, like, oh my god, what are we gonna do now, to, oh, it was nothing, I just screwed up. I have a feeling that our mortgage broker is very, like, taking on too much at once, because he kind of gives that impression that he's got too much on his plate and he's not paying attention to stuff. Whew, but boy, did he give me a friggin' anxiety attack, and I was about to have a goddamn mental breakdown over this. But everything is good for now. I guess he's supposed to call back and, like, explain it to Steven, but I finally got my phone figured out. And Xfinity was no help. They never unlocked the phones for me, so like I said, I went through a place where you pay $25 for an unlock code, and they sent it to me the next day, and now my phone is fine, but I have a new number because I didn't want to deal with Xfinity anymore to transfer my phone number. And then I just haven't done it to Steven's yet because he's all the friggin' the people dealing with all the house stuff have his current phone number, and I'm like, I don't want to change your phone number on you. So, like, now I have Xfinity and friggin' T-Mobile, and my Xfinity bill is due tomorrow, so I guess I'm gonna pay on both of them for this month. I switched my phone number over on every account that I have, like every bill paying site and everything, which is a good thing I did it while I still have the Xfinity account, because it kept saying like, we have to send a security code to your phone number that ends in da 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 da, and that was my old phone number. Now I have this new one, so like I had to keep switching the friggin' SIM card to get these security codes to go through so that I could change all my not my passwords, all my phone numbers on all these accounts. Blah. But yeah, I have packed up all my pop figures. I did that the other night, like I said I was gonna do. I cleaned the laundry room out. I got it to the point where I threw a whole bunch of old toys and stuff away. I put all, like, when Aiden grows out of clothes that are still good, I usually save them in the laundry room because I give them to my best friend because she has 2 little boys that are younger than Aiden, so it's like it works out good because they can both wear them. So I got to get rid of all of those because I gave them to her when she came to drop off presents the other day. So the old clothes situation is all sorted out. Let's see, I threw out a whole bunch of old toys that were just like his old Mega Blocks that he used to chew on all the time when he was teething. And then even after he was done teething, he still had an issue chewing on stuff. I'm so glad he grew out of that. He doesn't do it at all anymore. Like, he doesn't even chew on pens like some adults do. But got rid of that stuff. I managed to fit it all into the trash because they came to pick up the trash this morning, so that was good. And then I went through all our board games, boxed those up because those are definitely coming with us, except for my Mystery Mansion game because it was on the floor in there, and that friggin' room has flooded so many times that it's totally, completely destroyed. But my Mall Madness, thankfully, was sitting on top of it, and I'm like, oh, thank God that's salvageable. That was one of my favorite ones, and it's like the original one that came out in the 90s. So basically all the stuff that we're keeping and bringing with us that was in the laundry room, except for like obviously the laundry detergent and stuff, that's all boxed up and ready to be done with. So I'm pretty much done with the laundry room. I just got to continue working in our room. Steven packed up a lot of the stuff in his game room, which is most of his stuff in there is just like collectibles and stuff, like all his Star Wars crap. For Christmas I got him a Mandalorian, what do you call it? Grogu, actually. Wall clock. It's like a metal wall clock, and I got him I don't even know if I talked about this already. I got him a lightsaber light that hangs on it mounts on the wall, and you can turn it on and off with a remote control, which is pretty cool. So just all that stuff's getting packed so that it can come with us. And then I haven't done anything up here yet. This room is definitely going to be the last because it's going to, like, this has to be the last thing packed and the first thing unpacked so I can continue to work once we get there. And the kitchen, too, is going to be near the end. Once I come up here, when I finish with downstairs, the living room's probably going to be first because it's mostly Aiden's toys right now. There's not much of anything out there that's ours. And then probably his room and the bathroom, anything in the bathroom that we don't use every day. And then the kitchen and this room. So it should go faster than I was originally thinking because, like, once I saw the pop figures literally only filled up 1.5 of the giant Walmart boxes that I had saved. Like, slightly bigger than that size, the one that's right behind me. Luckily, I've been keeping those. Every time I order, like, bubble wrap, they send it in one of those giant boxes. Or if I order drinks or something from Walmart, it's always in those giant boxes. So I have a ton of those, and I'm hoping that I have enough to do everything. I'm not sure. I have like a pile in the laundry room that's going up to the ceiling of boxes. So I'm hoping I have enough that I don't have to order a bunch more, but if I do, Amazon has like all these like moving packages of either you can get all the same size boxes, all different size boxes. I would prefer like all that size, but also I know I need smaller ones for like my makeup stuff. But I was so relieved when the guy called back and was like, don't worry about it, that was an error on my part. I'm like, oh, you're an idiot, but thank you for calming me down. I'm so... How do you screw that up? I don't understand. It's like such an important thing. You just freaked me out and nearly gave me a heart attack here, buddy. Oh my goodness. I'm super tired now. That like freaking out like that wore me out. Ugh. I'm glad I already took my shower and stuff earlier because I can just relax now. But I'm trying to package up my last orders that I wanted to finish today because I'm starting my New Year's sale tonight at midnight, and I'm gonna let it run until Friday at midnight. So it's gonna be a 2-day sale, which I'm gonna kick myself for doing because the last couple times I had sales, I only ran it for 24 hours, and I got like hundreds of orders each time. And this one's probably gonna be bigger because I have way more followers on Instagram now, and it's freaking me out, but I need to do it so that we have like I was gonna say bonus money, but like extra money to make sure we can pay for the friggin' U-Haul and everything when we move. Anyway, I'm gonna go finish this and try to relax for the night because holy crap, that was something else. I'll tell you, I was not expecting to get all worked up like that today. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm a mess because I haven't been up for very long, so plus it's friggin' New Year's Day, so I don't feel like putting makeup or anything on. I gotta do my nails though. I lost both my pointers popped off. That's the thing with this dip stuff. If you leave it on for too long, like these colors have been on for like a little over a week now, I think. I don't know, I've lost track of time, but they tend to just like pop off like a fake nail would. But it's Friday, it's New Year's Day, so I figured I would finish up the vlog today. I started my sale yesterday. How come every time I turn this on you're asking me to open something for you? One sec. You know, it's the Nutri-Grain bars opened here. Okay, can you put the rest of them back in there?
Careful.
I started my New Year's sale yesterday, and I'm still getting orders, but like, you want to see the stack? I'm starting to stress now that I have, with each sale it's gotten bigger and bigger, so like, this is all orders from yesterday. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm super happy this friggin' is gonna pay for our closing costs. Steven was blown away that I made this much in friggin' 24 hours, and the orders are still coming in, and I'm sitting here trying to plan everything out, making sure that I have enough of everything, ordering makeup powders and stuff like that. Yesterday I ordered something I've been wanting for a while that's gonna make life a little bit easier. I ordered a professional like baker's cart, like what they put cookie sheets on for cookies to cool off and stuff. So I ordered, it's not like a super tall one, it's a half-size one, so it's got wheels and everything, and I'll be able to put trays of eyeshadows on there to dry instead of having them all over my desktop over here. And like, so, well, the last time I had so many, and this time I have to make even more eyeshadows. I had them like up on my printer drying, I had them over there, they were just all over the place while they were drying, so now I will have a rack. Super excited about that. But like, I need to get all of this stuff done, and then by the time I'm done, we should be just about getting ready to leave here. So, well, like, I'm hoping it doesn't take me a full month to do this, but I have like a 3-week turnaround time listed on my website right now, so I'm hoping I can get it done within 2 weeks. Like, that's what I'm aiming for. I had to order boxes, I had to order bubble wrap, just to make sure I have enough of everything, because I don't want to run out like while I'm packing orders and shipping them out. So yeah, I'm super excited that I got this much so far, this many orders. It's like every time I have one of these buy one get one free eyeshadow sales now, it almost like doubles what I sold in the last one. So lots of work ahead of me, and I'm not looking forward to pressing all of these. I need to figure something out that like shortens the time that it takes me to press all the eyeshadows, because like I just have a single press here. I need to look into what type of thing you can get. Like maybe Steven can build something or alter something, because it's just a friggin', what is this called, an arbor press that he kind of he put like a rubber thing on, so that when I press it down, it's just like a rubber mallet that comes down and presses the shadow for me, which is a lot better than doing it by hand, which is what I was doing when I originally like first started out, and it was killing my knuckles and everything, just having to push down on eyeshadows like that all day. So this makes it look more professional, because they get flattened down better than me just doing it by hand with the force of my arm. But it's still like not as fast as I would like it to be, and I can't get like a friggin' pneumatic press yet, because those are thousands of dollars, like how you see in a makeup factory. They'll just put all the things in and then it presses like 50 of them at once. That would be ideal, but I cannot afford one of those yet. So I think in the future that thing's gonna definitely be needed, but right now, even if I could do like 5 at a time, it would be better than this. I don't know. We'll figure it out eventually, but I wanted to say Happy New Year. What did we do last night? I let Aiden stay up later, but he's never seen the ball fall, because he starts like knocking out at 10 o'clock if he's up that late. So he usually goes to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. Try to let him stay up later on New Year's, but he never makes it to the ball dropping. So he went to bed, and then Steven and I watched just like stupid videos on YouTube until it was almost time for the ball to drop, because we always watch it every year. Even the year we had really crappy, slow internet at the apartment, we were still watching a choppy version of the countdown of the ball dropping. So we did that, and we had a bottle of champagne, which we, like, between the two of us, we only drank half of it. And then we went to bed, and that was it. He never wants to go to bed at the same time as me, because he always stays up too late, but he went to bed at the same time as me last night, and I actually fell asleep without his snoring bothering me, because I was so tired. So today's just going to be filled with work. I think the next 2 weeks or so are going to be filled with work. And then like in the nighttime, once I'm like winding down, I'm gonna pack as much stuff as I can downstairs. That's my plan anyway. I don't know how well I'm gonna execute it, but what are you doing?
I want my tablet.
Come here. I'll get your tablet in a second. Show them your new scarf. He's still got his PJs on, but this is a new scarf you got for Christmas.
Yay.
Do you like it?
Yes.
He loves scarves, and his other ones were getting so ratty because he plays with them all day long. Oh, it's already got, come here. It's already got little pieces hanging off. Hold on, stay still. Let me cut this. There's one. Okay. All set. You had threads hanging off of it. Anyway. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to mention. Was there? No, I don't think so. I have little post-it notes like sticking everywhere of stuff I have to do. I need to like consolidate that into one sheet of paper or something, because I'm so bad about leaving myself notes and then they're just all over the place. I did get a new planner that I can finally use because it's the new year. I got it a few weeks ago. I couldn't start it yet because it didn't start till like December 28th was the start date on here. This is a self-awareness planner. I just liked the way that it was laid out. I've been getting the recollections planners every year since I realized that the stupid Erin Condren ones were the same exact thing but way too expensive. So This one's kind of cool because it gives you, let me show you where I haven't written anything yet. At the beginning of the month, it has this thing that has your monthly objective, self-care list, quote of the month, a monthly challenge, and then monthly goals, which I use this mostly, first of all, to remind me when bills are due, and then secondly, I use it for business stuff. So I figured this was the best one for that kind of stuff. So then the next page is just the usual monthly view calendar, and then the weekly view looks like this. It's got main focus, happy moments, weekly goal. Then it has like these things that are what I'm grateful for today on every day, and then top priorities for every day, that's cool to have because like I make myself lists all the time. So it has that for every single day, the top priorities lists and everything. I thought that was a cool feature, especially if I'm going to be using it for work stuff. And then at the end, it just has a monthly reflection. What have I learned this month? What would I like to improve? What will I continue doing? My biggest challenge this month. Did I achieve my monthly goal? Write about your experience. What can I do better next month on my own goals? How balanced is my life? Did I practice self-care? I will probably not fill any of this stuff out, but it's cool to have anyways. So yeah, it just kind of gives me some more space too on the weekly thing to write down what I'm looking to do and everything. So I went back to that size planner because the one that I had for this year, well, last year now, was the big 8x10 one, which I thought I needed, but it had a lot of space in it to write stuff, but it was really too bulky to like I like to keep it on my desk and stuff most of the time. I don't keep it on my desk recently because I have too much stuff going on my desk, but I keep it on my shelf over there now. But the like regular standard size one is so much easier to deal with, so I went back to that size. I got it from Michael's when they were having all their planners were 30% off. They do that sale a lot, so if you're looking for a new planner, Michael's usually has them on sale. But yeah, I guess I will end this now. This was a boring vlog again this week. We didn't do anything as usual, but I think they'll be getting more exciting soon because I will make sure that I document our journey and everything once we're moving. I would like to like film clips and stuff on the way up there, but to do that I'm gonna have to use my digital camera, which I don't even know where that is anymore, like my little point and shoot camera, because obviously I can't mount my Canon in the car anywhere, and it won't have enough memory on it to film a whole bunch anyways. And my phone I'm gonna need for the GPS, so I can't like be recording at the same time. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Maybe I'll just film when we make pit stops and stuff, but for now I'm gonna end this for the week, and I will talk to you guys next week.